The Yoga Burn Challenge is a progressive yoga workout plan designed by Zoe Bray Cotton, a certified yoga instructor based in the United States. It is one of those follow-along styled programs where you can play the video and follow the instructions. It's flooded with pics of her pulling some amazing yoga poses off. To be honest, it all seemed a bit overwhelming. The 3 phases of Yoga Burn, the way the program progresses is called dynamic sequencing because it goes through 3 stages of incrementally difficult workouts. So you can start with the easiest phase, continue with it for as long as you'd like and then move to the next stage. Well, technically each phase has to be performed for only 4 weeks. But I stuck to one of the phases for almost 7 weeks. I really liked this, as it is like progressive overload in weight training. By the time your body gets adapted to the workout, you are moving on to a more difficult one. The foundational flow. The first phase is called the foundation flow, and as the name suggests, it is the phase where you build the foundation for your entire 12-week journey. For me, this was undoubtedly the most important phase as I'd never done yoga before. It introduced me to some of the core moves, or asanas, as they're called. But they started with the most basic ones and I took my own sweet time adjusting to it. It is a set of 3 by 45-minute videos along with 1 bonus video. As I got started, the first thing that I noticed was how stiff some of my muscles had become. The hamstrings in particular were like a rock. I just couldn't manage to keep my feet on the ground for the downward dog. Also, getting the right posture and holding it for the entire duration of the movement was a challenge. But after a week or so of struggling, things started to fall into place. I was able to perform the basic moves easily. Nevertheless, I decided to extend this phase by 2 to 3 weeks until I felt confident enough to move on to the next one. I must also mention that Zoe speaks at length about the mind-body connection over here. For rookie yoga practitioners like me, it is very important that you understand this part of yoga. It is believed that performing the postures in the right way alters the chemicals in your brain, increasing the secretion of serotonin. You feel better, relaxed and calm at mind. The restlessness and irritability that I had prior to starting the program slowly faded away. Instead, I was feeling more energetic all day. My mood had improved. I was looking forward to the workout videos. The weight loss, though, was nothing great in the first 7 weeks. My arms and legs were looking more toned. That was the only takeaway. But I was in this for the long run. The transitional flow. The second phase is called the transitional flow, which is like a step up from the first phase. As the name suggests, it's like a transition from the foundational phase to the mastery phase. During this phase, the workouts start to get slightly more difficult. However, if you spend your time on the foundational flow like I did, you should be able to adapt to this pretty easily. The poses are divided into 3 sets: upper body, lower body and core. And this is when it starts to feel like a real workout routine. You will be performing the moves fast and you will be transitioning from one move to the other without taking too much rest. Your heart rate shoots up, you will be sweating like hell and your metabolism is revved up. The core workouts in particular were the absolute bee's knees. I couldn't walk straight for 3 days due to the soreness in the abs. The transitional phase is to be performed for 4 weeks. And after the first week, where I lollygagged a little, I started to perform the poses intensely. By the end of the 3rd week, I had definitely lost weight. I was so eager to complete the 4 weeks and click pictures to run comparisons. I went full steam in week 4. What's amazing about yoga is that I didn't even feel the slightest bit of pain despite coming from a serious injury. I have read and heard numerous horror stories about people tearing their ligaments while performing HIIT. Yoga Burn is completely safe for your joints despite being an intense cardiovascular workout. At the end of week 4, I hopped into the weighing scale and there it was. The magic number. I had lost 5 pounds. And then I clicked the pics. I had lost most of the weight around my thighs and my arms. Also, my face looked leaner. The mandatory Instagram face gains pic? Check. The belly area was still a problem though. The mastery flow. The last one is the mastery flow, which is full-blown HIIT performed yoga style. This phase is where most of the magic happens. It is fast, intense and serious. But if you worked your way through the first 2 phases, I see no reason why you cannot perform the exercises in this phase pretty easily. Once again, there are 3 videos and a bonus pose tutorials video where you have detailed instructions for performing 21 poses. If you are struggling with your form or your posture on one of the poses, then this is where you can spot and correct it. Oh, almost forgot to mention that you can mix and match these videos until you hit your weight loss goals. The exercises are divided into upper, lower and core again. But the poses are designed and aligned in such a way that your arms, your thighs and your core muscles get a phenomenal workout every time you perform these. Also, the exercises are repetitive. You will perform a bunch of exercises and repeat them. And do it again and again, until you can't do them anymore. I read somewhere complain about this phase saying that it didn't have variety. I don't see that as a biggie. I was looking leaner, feeling stronger, feeling happier and losing weight. I'd cock a snook at variety and live with it. By the time I ended the 4th week of the Mastery Flow, I was close to my pre-ACL sprain weight. The pics really blew my mind. I was definitely looking more muscular than what I'd ever been in my life. My biceps were peeping out. The cellulite on the thighs had almost disappeared. My stomach was still holding on to a wee bit of fat. But I was sure that one more round of the yoga burn would torch that away. What were my results with the 12-week yoga burn challenge? Coming from a long rest and recuperation period following the ACL tear, I didn't have too many expectations from it. At best, I hoped that it would help me shed some of the kilos that I had gained during the resting phase. But the Yoga Burn Challenge completely transformed my life. Here are the results that I gained from it. 1. I lost weight. A total of 14 pounds to be precise. I didn't lose the entire 20 pounds that I had gained. But so what? It was way better than what I expected. 2. My body became toned. I am more muscular. 3. My flexibility has improved by miles. My muscles are no longer as stiff as they used to be. I can perform stretches. I no longer have sore neck muscles from staring on the computer screen all day. 4. I am more positive. My outlook towards life has changed. I am happier. More energetic. 5. The mind-body connection has really helped change my outlook towards fitness. Thank you for watching.